Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a love reading for Gemini. I felt called to do more zodiac readings, and I felt called to do a you and them. So like I said, this reading is going to be for the sign of Gemini, and I'm just going to put your card front and center. So happy birthday, Gemini. I can't believe we're already in Gemini season. It feels like it was just Taurus season. I mean, it was just Taurus season, but it feels like it went by really quickly. So I wanted to start with you since you're the birthday baby this month. So we're going to do a you and them. So we're going to start with animal cards. So I'm going to get a card for you and a card for your person. Keep in mind that this may not resonate with all Geminis, and if it's not resonating for you, be sure to check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. And the roles could be reversed here, so you may resonate more with the other side. And if you're cross-watching, same thing. You could resonate with, if you're cross-watching, like if you're connected to a Gemini and you're cross-watching, you may resonate with the energy I'm channeling for Gemini. So keep all those things in mind. Like I said, this is going to be a you and them. So let's see what is going on between you and the person you are energetically connected to. So let's have a look. We're going to start with your energy. On the bottom, we have the sea serpent, which is about healing emotional wounds. So you or your person or both of you could be healing emotional wounds right now. But we're going to take a closer look here. So show me Gemini's energy. Show me Gemini's energy. We have the oyster. And let's see who you're connected to. Let's see who you're connected to. We have the gazelle and the lamb, and we have the swan on the bottom. So I'm only going to take, I only have room for one card here. So I'm going to keep the gazelle and swan here to talk about. The swan does show that your person could be retreating right now, or they could be withdrawing from you. The lamb always reminds me of the Four of Swords. So your person could be withdrawn from you right now. They could be in Four of Swords energy. The swan also talks about solo time, so that this person can tap into their intuition. With the oyster, I also feel like you are in like Four of Swords energy or holding back. I'm seeing a lot of holding back on both sides here. The oyster, it does look like you could be going through a lot of transformations, Gemini. But not actually talking to this person. So let's have a look at the book. So on your person's side, we have earth and fire and water. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. On your side, we have water, and I'm pretty sure I saw air on the bottom of yours. You had the hummingbird on the bottom of the deck. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So actually, I'm going to start with you. You could be learning about something right now. You could be taking a course. It feels like you're trying to keep a positive mindset with this, with the hummingbird. And then the oyster talks about you could be taking your inner gifts for granted. You could be, I'm hearing you could be doubting your intuition. Patient, secret keeper, hiding inner treasures. The focus and the determination of the oyster is unmatched. Anything an oyster personality puts their mind to, they achieve with grace and charm. The only problem is oyster types often take their inner gifts for granted. They become shy or doubtful. This can lead to withdrawing or protecting their deepest desires. So you could have something that you want to share with the world. I mean, this is about love, but you could, side note, you could have something that you want to share with the world, and maybe you are doubting your inner gift, or you could be hesitant to share it with the world. You could even be taking courses to help you feel more confident in sharing that with the world. But it does feel like you're withdrawing. You could be protecting your energy from this person right now. And then your person's energy, like I said, I always get 4 of Swords with that Lamb card. Where there you are. So the Lamb is the bearer of an important message. Its contents can only be heard when a deep level of quiet has been established. So that's what I mean by 4 of Swords. And clarity, healing and clarity. So it feels like this really does tie in with that Swan card. That's weird. I just heard Swan Song, which I think is by Dua Lipa, or however you pronounce it. But then when I heard Swan Song, I started hearing a different song by Dua Lipa, or however you pronounce it, which is a song. What song is that I'm hearing for you? New Rules? Is that what it's called? One, don't pick up the phone. You know, they're only calling because they're drunk and alone. Anyway, you could have New Rules. Now I'm hearing a different song by Dua Lipa. Do you listen to that person? Now I'm hearing that song where they talk about doing a 180. Anyway, I don't know why I'm hearing 3 songs by that singer, but back to your person. Your person is in deep quiet right now, listening. They're, tapping into their intuition, tapping into their inner voice. So they are in a quiet energy right now. So that's why I feel like you and this person, if you are talking, I don't think there's a whole lot of communication between you. Also, I feel like your person, heightened awareness. So again, that links back to the intuition. So your person has heightened awareness right now. They're in a very perceptive energy where they're tapping into their intuition. And you could have been dealing with someone who was a runner, because one of the things that I'm hearing with this card is that, a gazelle, when it sees a lion or when it sees a predator, it runs. But this gazelle is actually grounded. This gazelle isn't running. This card is about sitting in the present moment. Sit down, find your breath. So again, it feels like this person, there's like a pause here in your person's energy, and maybe that's led you to become doubtful of this connection, or doubtful that this person has feelings for you, whatever you're doubting there. So I'm just going to get a card for each of you from this deck, and then we're going to get into tarot. Like I said, if this isn't resonating, check your other placements. I'm seeing a lot of quiet energy here. I'm seeing the Empress, so I'm seeing the Empress, so you could be holding back from this person right now, not chasing. I saw Judgment, which is about self-evaluation. So you could both be going through a lot of self-evaluation. And then I saw the High Priestess. So it feels like it's very quiet. So the Magician on the bottom. Interesting. You could be in a soul connection with this person, and you could both be going through transformation right now. That's Gemini and Virgo energy. So let's start with your energy, or the oyster. Let's start with the oyster's energy. Show me the energy of the oyster. We have darkest fears, doubtful, scared. 9 of Swords. So it does feel like you have anxiety, or, you know, that the quiet could be causing you fear right now. Like I said, I don't know why I keep getting a message about non-love, but I keep, like, you could have something you want to share with the world, and you could be, I'm hearing catastrophizing. So you could be fearing the worst, or you could be fearing rejection. You could be feeling very anxious about sharing your gifts with the world. But in terms of love, it feels like you were feeling very anxious because perhaps this person has retreated. They're like 3 cards for them are all about quiet. So it feels like this person is being very quiet with you. Look, 4 of Swords on the bottom. What was I saying? So it feels like you could be overthinking the quiet, or you could be like, you and this person could be on a break, or again, this person could have pulled their energy back and now it's causing you fear, with this darkest fears card and the oyster. So let's see your person's energy. We have, look, this is amazing. We have the Ace of Swords, clarity, which comes, the card that I'm seeing, maybe I should just show you the card that I'm seeing. I'm just going to go get it. I need to find it. So when that lamb came out, and I said I was seeing the 4 of Swords, let me show you. Where? This is amazing. So I was seeing this 4 of Swords card with the little lamb. And that's, you know, 4 of Swords brings clarity. Look at that clarity there in the third eye. The intuition has been activated. And now your person has this Ace of Swords coming out. So your person is gaining clarity. But like I said, the silence could be scaring you. The silence could be causing you anxiety. You could be worried or doubtful that this person even thinks about you. And they do. So they're having a moment of clarity over here. All right, so I'm just going to get a few cards to see what Spirit wants you to know about this connection. It's a complicated situation. There's more going on here than you can see. So I'm just going to get a few cards from this deck just for a little bit more information about you and your person. No contact. What was I saying? Not talking, silence, stonewalled. So there's silence between you right now, which is exactly what I've been hearing, in order for there to be a transformation. Yes. And look at that butterfly. Look, silence that leads to a transformation, the butterfly. So try not to overthink this. Try, and I'm hearing surrender to the silence from that surrender deck that I have. Surrender to the silence. There's more going on here than you know. So we're just going to get a couple. Spark, soul connection, separation. So there's definitely been a separation here with this is like a soul spark type of energy. So you felt like you had a soul spark with this person. There's definitely a separation here. You could have been married, because this does say divorce, but that doesn't have to mean that you were married. It also says separation. All right, let's get 2 more. You could have been married. You could have been married, or this could be, I'm seeing the Hierophant. So this could be a, like I said, a soul contract. You could have seen yourself committing to this person, or you could feel like you have a soul contract with them, but right now there's a separation. And I feel like this is, you could be, I'm hearing you could be catastrophizing. You could be fearing the worst. And then we have compromise. So middle ground, peaceful resolution. So I feel like this separation is going to lead to a compromise here. So try not to get in your head. Try not to be, like, I'm not saying you're overly dramatic. That says drama. But it does feel like you could be fearing the worst here. And then on the bottom we have change, cycles, transformation. So there is transformation and change happening here. So we're going to get you some tarot to confirm all this, my friend. So we're going to, Six of Cups, soul connection, soulmate energy, thinking about each other. I feel like you're both thinking about each other right now. We have Ace of Swords. Yes, I love it. And we have the Wild card coming out. And the Wild card, I'm just going to look really quickly. The Wild card, openness to change, self-empowerment. So right now it feels like the quiet, the separation is so that you can both change, and so that you can both self-improve, self-empowerment. So we're just going to get, I'm going to do a you and them. We have Three of Swords in reverse, which is about forgiveness. It's about making amends. It's about reconciliation. It's about healing. Two of Cups in reverse, separation. The Magician. Oh my goodness. So keep believing in your manifestations. So let's look at your energy. Let's get you. Show me Gemini. We have the Four of Cups in reverse. Let's get one more. Show me Gemini. We've got the Page of Pentacles. So you could be, my friend, you could be working on some sort of new creative endeavor or some sort of new business idea with the Page of Pentacles. I don't know why I don't know why that keeps coming through. But Page of Pentacles, it looks like you are focused on yourself right now, focused on your own growth. Like I said, you could be focused on some sort of entrepreneurial pursuit that maybe you are afraid to share with the world, especially with that Four of Cups in reverse. Spirit, this is supposed to be a love reading. You could be taking a course because the Page of Pentacles talks about a student, so you could be taking a course. You know, sometimes, like I was saying with the oyster, I was hearing sometimes by taking another course, it gives us that confidence that we can do whatever it is that we want to do for our dreams. Quiet, steady. So it does feel like right now you are quiet, but that you're still dedicated to this person. You still are dedicated to coming to a compromise with this person. We've actually got a card of compromise on the bottom, Five of Wands in reverse. The Five of Wands in reverse also talks about wanting to avoid conflict. So you could be, you know, keeping quiet and focusing on yourself so that you and this person don't fight. Like maybe there was a lot of fighting between you. And Four of Cups in reverse, clarity, awareness, acceptance, choosing happiness, depression, negativity. So it feels like you're kind of accepting this separation, but it could be with that Nine of Swords, you know, you could be feeling a little anxious about this. You are in a state of waiting for something. And I'm not saying that you're waiting for this person, but it does feel like, I don't mean waiting as in you're not doing anything else. To me, it looks like you're dedicated on your self-growth. You could be dedicated to a course of study or a new business opportunity, but you are waiting for this compromise. You are waiting for this person to come out of Four of Swords energy. It does talk about thinking about an old acquaintance, so you could be thinking about this person a lot. Let's get your person's energy. Show me the Lamb. Show me their person's energy. We have the Tower in reverse. So this person going through a lot of internal change, I'm hearing with the Tower, making adjustments. They're making adjustments in their life with the Tower. We have the Moon. So they could be doing a lot of shadow work here. They have fear and uncertainty about this future as well, but they are tapping into their intuition with the Moon card, and they've got the High Priestess on the bottom. So your person had 3 animal cards about tapping into their intuition, and that's being confirmed with tarot here. And again, High Priestess, I feel like this person is being quiet with you. I feel like they are doing a lot of internal work on shadows here with the Moon card and the Tower in reverse, making adjustments. All right, let's see how you're feeling about this person. How are you feeling about this person? You could be obsessively thinking about them. We've got the Six of Cups on the bottom, and the Knight of Wands just ran underneath my table. Well, it didn't run, but it fell on the floor and went underneath my table. So now I have to go get it. I think it's the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands for how you're feeling about this person. So you're feeling, you know, you could be feeling like your person is a bit of a runner. Remember I said that with the gazelle. And the thing that I said about the gazelle is not running. The gazelle is laying down. It's no longer running. So I do feel like when it comes to your person, I feel like you do feel a lot of passion towards them, a lot of attraction, but you feel like they're on the run. You feel they could have been very inconsistent with you. They could have been very hot and cold with you with the Knight of Wands. And then Six of Cups on the bottom, Eight of Swords. So it definitely feels like you are, you know, this person is in your thoughts. You're overthinking about them here. And the Eight of Swords to me always talks about separation as well. And look at this person sitting in their window looking over here. So you could be like waiting for them to come in, feeling very nostalgic about them with the Six of Cups. You do feel like a soulmate energy with them with the Six of Cups, missing them. Let's get one more for how you're feeling about them. You could feel like this person, Two of Cups in reverse. So Two of Pentacles on the bottom. So you could be like going back and forth with, you could be going back and forth with how you feel about this person right now. I definitely feel like, you know, you feel like there was an imbalance in this connection. The Two of Cups talks about an imbalance, an energetic imbalance. The Two of Pentacles can talk about inconsistency. The Knight of Wands can talk about inconsistency, hot and cold behavior, on again, off again. So I don't think that this person was reliable, is what I'm hearing. Two of Cups in reverse. Separation, division, imbalance, tension, bad communication, withdrawal, everything I was saying. And you may have been rejected by this person, or they could have behaved towards you in a rash way. So they could have done something very impulsively, relationship imbalance, codependency, uneven power dynamics. There's definitely a disconnection. And this person, they might not have been meeting your needs with the Two of Cups in reverse and the Two of Pentacles. Like they might not have been, and especially with the Knight of Wands, I don't think this person was meeting your needs. And like I said, I just keep hearing you're fearing for the worst with the quiet. So let's see how your person is feeling about you. How is your person feeling about you? We have the Five of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Swords. So confirmation, this person is having a realization about you. They're having an epiphany about you. They feel like there's something they need to make amends for here. They could be having an epiphany about a past wound here as well that you triggered. The Five of Cups, look, we have the Ten of Cups on the bottom for how they feel about you. So they're seeing you as their emotional fulfillment, divine love, reunion. So I do feel like they want to reunite with you. And the Five of Cups, for how they feel about you. Someone you knew in the past may rekindle your hope for the future. So it's like this person is thinking about you, wanting to rekindle something here. They're having a realization here. For how they feel about you, they could feel like you're moving on without them, which I find interesting because you seem to be afraid of how quiet they're being, or you're afraid of this separation. And I feel like they're kind of mirroring that, that they also have fear that you're moving on. And there's, you know, your person is having a realization that something happened, something that happened between you in the past. They cannot change it, but they can try and make amends for it. They can try and rekindle something here with you. Ace of Swords, it feels like this person is feeling like they need to communicate a truth with you, or they need to communicate about a way that they wronged you in the past. So let's look at their intentions towards you. We have the Nine of Swords. Oh my goodness. The Nine of Swords. I need to confirm that. Whatever their intentions are, they're feeling anxious about it. Can we confirm their intentions, please? We've got the Devil in reverse and the Eight of Wands. Oh my gosh. That makes sense why they're feeling anxious. I hope YouTube doesn't get mad at cleavage. YouTube could get mad at cleavage. So in terms of signs, we have in tarot, we have Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Fire, Gemini, Leo. No, that's air. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have Capricorn with the Devil. But this person's intentions, the Nine of Swords, I was wondering, whatever their intentions are, they're feeling anxious about it. And it looks like their intentions are to come towards you and take control of the situation with the Devil. This is about like someone who, you know, I feel like this person is realizing some unhealthy patterns they have. The Devil in reverse does talk about, that's interesting. The Devil in reverse talks about being self-aware. So I feel like this person has had some sort of realization about their own unhealthy patterns, and they feel anxious because they know they need to take control of this situation and communicate with you with the Eight of Wands. So their intentions are to take control and communicate, but they feel very anxious about this. I was just looking at these cards, and that looks like the Five of Swords and the Five of Cups, which I find really interesting because the Five of Swords is about making amends. Five of Cups, making amends for past wounds, for creating past wounds within this connection. Anyway, I find that interesting. So where do I want to put you? I'll put you right there. I'm going to get one more for intentions. Ace of Wands, which I believe the Ace of Wands and the Devil card is right there. So their intentions are to take action towards you, to take inspired action towards you with the Ace of Wands. Interesting. I feel called to look at the Nine of Swords for a minute. Regret from past. So this person definitely wants to, they're more self-aware about something they did to you in the past, and it looks to me like it was inconsistency or hot and cold behavior. And listen to this, the Nine of Swords in the upright. Sleepless nights. So I feel like this person is experiencing sleepless nights. But it says the asker is encouraged to reach out for support. So it almost feels like this person's intentions are to reach out for support from you. And you may be saying, like, what do you mean they want support from me? They need to support me. But it feels like this person is, you know, having a huge realization about how they treated you in the past, and they want to alleviate that stress by talking to you about it, by coming clean. So let's see what action they'll take towards you in the future. What action is this person going to take towards you in the future? Death flipped out and then flipped back in. So actions, we do have the Queen of Cups, which is all about intuition. You know, this person, the Queen of Cups, as far as actions, is about deepening, following their intuition, deepening an already existing connection. So it does feel like this person follows their intuition, comes towards you, wanting like joy and harmony and connection with the dolphins. That's what dolphins represent. We've got the Six of Pentacles as well for action. So it feels like this person wants to bring in balance, wants to bring in equal give and take. There very well could be the energy of them wanting your help. Like if you are someone who can help them in some way, especially with healing or trusting their intuition. This person wants to heal this. Remember, these are their actions. But Six of Pentacles does show someone wanting to give to you, wanting to have balance with you, equal give and take and reciprocity. And for how you felt about this person, I was seeing a lot of inconsistency. So it feels like in the past, their actions towards you were quite inconsistent. In the future, it looks like they're very consistent. The Queen of Cups following their intuition and their heart. Deepening an existing connection. I'm just going to get one more for actions. Show me this person's next actions towards Gemini. We have the Seven of Pentacles. So this person is waiting for the right time to come in with the Seven of Pentacles. They're waiting until their intuition gives them that green light. And Seven of Pentacles is about wanting to invest in a connection. Putting the work into love. So this person wants to put in the work. They want to give you that equal give and take, that reciprocity. So what should you focus on right now? Because it feels like you're a little in your head. So what should you focus on? What should Gemini focus on right now? Forward movement, Three of Wands, Sun, healing. So what should you focus on right now? Forward growth, forward momentum, growth, creating a stable foundation for yourself or working towards creating a more stable foundation with yourself. We've got the Sun on the bottom. So focus on your happiness, focus on things that keep you fulfilled, focus on your healing. That could also be symbolic of you needing to spend some time in the sun. Of course, wear sunscreen. But that can help your masculine energy. That can help your confidence. So focus on your happiness, success, optimism, vitality, joy, confidence. There is much joy and happiness coming your way. So it feels like this is coming in the future. 3 of Wands, it feels like your ships will come in. And right now you just need to focus on your own happiness and success, on shining your light with the sun, maybe shining your light for others. It also talks about successful work projects. So if there's something that you're feeling hesitant to share, I think that Spirit's saying you will be successful, and to stop catastrophizing, to stop doing the what if this happens? What if I get rejected? What if they laugh at me? What if this? What if that? What if everything goes great? What if you're highly successful? And 3 of Wands. Focus on forward momentum, confidence, expansion, growth. New horizons in career, expanding your career options. I don't know why I keep talking about career for you, Gemini. You are in control and you have a strong position. So, and whatever you see in your visions or your foresight, believe it, with the 3 of Wands. So what is your advice about this person? What is your advice about this person? What is your advice about this person? We've got the 5 of Wands in reverse. So listen, there's compromise coming and you have compromise here. So now I'm hearing that song, Meet Me in the Middle. Why can't you just meet me in the middle? I'm losing my mind just a little. So stop losing your mind. Know that there's compromise coming. I think it's interesting that that was the last card in that white deck and now that's the last card in the 5 of Wands. So there is compromise coming. The end of a difficult period is coming. The end of the silence is coming. Keep looking ahead. Keep trying to think positive. There's success coming towards you. Your advice about your person. End of conflict, cooperation, agreements, truces, harmony, peace, avoiding conflict. A period of conflict, disagreement, or heightened stress will be coming to an end. You can breathe a sigh of relief because a stage of compromise and cooperation is coming. There's resolution coming. And stay focused on your own path right now. Stay focused on your own path. Try not to overthink about this person. Look, I cut the deck. I can't shuffle this deck. Like, look at how thick this deck is. But when I cut the deck, look, nervous. You make this person nervous. I'm scared to approach you. The 9 of Swords. All right, so what does your person want to say to you? We're only going to get a few. We have avoidant, so you could have been dealing with a runner. Look at this. Planning. I've been preparing a love offer for you. You will be shocked and surprised. We have expression. I want the whole world to know you are mine and only mine. We have avoidant. I really wanted to be close to you, but I avoided emotional attachments out of fear. It's given me that runner energy. That card ran and hid underneath my table. We have proposal. Taking the next steps in the relationship. Wanting to move in and get married. Oh my. So marriage could be on the cards for you, my friend. You did have the marriage card come out. And we'll get a few from this side of the deck. What What does this person want you to know? Texting. I check my phone constantly to see if you have texted me. So this person's hovering over their phone. I feel like they are being guided to text you intuitively, and that's coming through to them as they're like constantly checking their phone to see if you're reaching out to them. We have surprise. Life is full of surprises, and I have something special planned just for you. And we have career driven. So part of this person's inconsistency could have been that they were more focused on career. They could have put you on the back burner. Love on the back burner until I am financially stable. Money motivated. So I feel like this person was like putting you on the back burner in a sense. That's kind of confirmation with this 3D card. I've been programmed to focus on tangible items, what is right in front of me, so money. We have heartbreak. The wrong choice was made, and now they sit in the pain of losing you. And we have fantasizing. This person is manifesting you by fantasizing about you. I fantasize about our future together, our home, kids, vacations. I want it all. So just focus on your own path right now. Try not to catastrophize. Try not to overthink. Try not to... You don't want to manifest the worst case scenario. You could be in that worst case scenario mindset. Try not to think of worst case scenario here. There's a reason for the silence. It's bringing clarity. It's bringing epiphanies. Anyway. So Gemini, that was your reading. I am sending you lots of love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.